Eddie, something is brewing outside, isn't it?
It really is.
Yeah.
We have some storms, some of them severe, but also big time wind heading to the metro. And I know a lot of people going to be hitting the road soon. It's rush hour, so let's take a look at what's going on out there. 33-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Yeah, that is because of all the wind stirred up by those thunderstorms. And to give you a bird's eye view, this is what I'm seeing within the region. So we have a complex of thunderstorms kind of forming over the Hermit's Peak Calf Canyon burn scar. They are generally moving toward the east, but as they continue to go across the eastern plains, they're going to kind of coalesce and travel as a group of storms together toward our Texas border. Right now, it's just some light to moderate rain in the northern Sangre de Cristo Mountains. Same story just to the west of areas like Rio Rancho and Bernalillo. But that wind we're getting, believe it or not, is from that storm in Jemez. That's what's been sending up to 50-mile-per-hour wind gust throughout central New Mexico. You can see that across southeastern parts of the state. We're getting another little group of storms. And so what I'm expecting to happen over the next, let's just say 8 hours or so, those storms continue to populate within this area of the state. By 10 o'clock, they're probably going to cross over into Texas. But that's why we have this severe thunderstorm watch in effect until 10 o'clock tonight. That means that's where we're going to be seeing most of the action. So what are the threats? Right now, it's going to be hail and also high wind. This is going to be one of those situations, you know, we got to watch it very closely, but those group of thunderstorms will start to push out toward the east. 8 o'clock getting near areas just to the north of Roswell and just south of Clayton, and then kind of scooting through the Clovis area by about 10 o'clock, eventually out into the Texas Panhandle. There's one area, though, that I'm watching, which is going to be really late into the night, and that is Lee County, specifically Hobbs down toward Jowl. Even through 4 in the morning, I'm anticipating that we are going to be seeing the potential for some strong and even some severe weather as we get toward tomorrow morning. So we certainly will be watching that for you tomorrow morning on KOB News. But for tonight, the flash flood threat is for both areas, Hermit's Peak Calf Canyon and all the burn scars around Ruidoso. On top of that, gusty winds they're going to continue to blow across the Albuquerque metro because that big complex of storms, well, it's going to send that really intense storm wind our way. For tomorrow, another group of severe storms forming across the southeast. Otherwise, it's going to be isolated in nature. Wednesday, we have a little less moisture to work with, but I do think we're going to be still watching a flood threat in the north central mountains. That's because the ground is saturated from the last several days of rain. And then through Thursday, Friday, we're getting warmer with limited storms. And this is when we really start getting into hot weather. Now, across the southeast for tomorrow, another cool-ish day, 80s and even 74 degrees for Corona, but a lot of storm activity, some of it severe. Across the southwest, fewer storms, but higher heat. We're looking at mid-90s for Las Cruces, Lordsburg, and areas down towards Silver City, where we're going to be seeing 90s kicking in by Wednesday. Otherwise, looking fairly active for Roswell tomorrow. Across the northeast region, we're looking at also some pretty good rain chances, but these will be isolated in nature, mostly 70s and 80s. Same across the northwest, where the temperatures will once again be in the 80s for most areas. 7-day forecast looking dry for Farmington, but very active for Las Vegas, and that gets us into the North Mountains. Mostly 60s and 70s for tomorrow. That chance of rain decreases after Wednesday, but both Tuesday and Wednesday could bring some strong storms. East Mountains, yeah, you're primed for those storms by mid-afternoon. I'm calling for the Albuquerque Metro to hold on to about a 40 to 50% chance throughout tomorrow afternoon and evening. So for Rio Rancho, we're going to be looking at nice cool weather until this weekend, and I'm already going to put a forewarn alert out there for major heat by the beginning of next week. We will be seeing our first triple digits next week as well.